like how in fantasy books the titles are always the blank and the blank blank blank. Mm-hmm. So it's like, I can make one right now. The torch and the heated blue
whale.
There. Everywhere sold out. New York bestseller. Why is that a thing?
Why are the titles so long now?
I get
Quick,
so
what's
tired.
the title of the first book?
The Serpent and the Wings of Night. 6 Scorched Roses. Raihn and Strikes Again.
No.
Of course I know the first one.
The Ashes and the
Ashes
Star
and the
Crusted.
Crusted.
Crusted? Star Cursed King.
The Star Cursed King. The Star... Wait, The Ashes and the Star Cursed King. Nyaxia Book 2. Yeah. Dude, let me take you back. Let me take you back. Do you remember... it was like a year ago, I think, when we talked about Serpent and the Wings of Night. Such a funny book.
Dude, we literally treated that episode like if the book was a fucking comedy.
Wasn't it?
No.
There was one part where literally Misho, one of the characters, I think she gets cut in half, right? And like her insides are falling out and she's holding them in place. And you and I were like, ooh, she got an oopsie. It's just a little hurt.
Just a little bit. She's fine, though.
Silly, though.
Yeah, she's fine, though. No big deal.
We were like, why'd she leave? Like,
she could have just walked off, you know? No big deal.
A Band-Aid could have done it. Dude, that book was so funny. 5 out of 5 fun.
But this one was funnier, huh?
Yeah, dude. This one had me cracking up the whole time. Death after death. Dude, I was so excited to go back. After we had read 1.5, I was like, ooh.
Do you want to give a summary of the first one?
So, book 1, Serpent and the Wings of Night, follows the story of, oh my God, what's her name?
Oraya.
Thank you. Follows the story of Oraya. She is a human that was picked up by a king, a vampire king. Mm-hmm. His name was Vincent. And looked at the baby and was like, you know what? You're a serpent. I can tell. You got that wits about you.
Yeah.
And so he's like...
Not literally a serpent, but yeah.
So he's like, takes her in and is like, you know what? I'm going to raise you in the world of vampires. But you got to be smarter than them. Because they want to eat you. They smell your blood and they're like, breakfast. Yeah. So you need to be smarter than them. And one thing you can do to be stronger is you can beat them in this trial called Trials of Nyaxia. Mm-hmm. And basically it's like the Hunger Games, but all vampires and one human. And you just have to be the last one alive. And if you are, Nyaxia, the goddess, comes down and she's like, you have entertained me for 2 days. What is your wish? And then she will grant you whatever wish you want. Mm-hmm. So she goes into this like, fuck these vampires. This man, she's killing left and right. Mm-hmm. So it gets a little hard, though, because one of them who she teams up with, because there's one thing they have to do in a group. His name is Raihn, and he is like, out of all the vampires, the most human. Mm-hmm. And one of the reasons he is because he's a turned vampire. Mm-hmm. So she kind of likes him, and he kind of likes her too. Uh-huh. But they can't both win, So by the end of it, they both agree, like, at the final fight, if we do end up facing each other, we just have to fight, like, completely. We can't give in to someone else. So both of them do that. They both fight with all their hearts, and she wins. And he's like, you bested me, girl. And so he dies.
No. What was his last words? Do you remember?
There she is, right?
No.
There I am. There I go.
There I go. That would have been funny. No, it was something like, what was it? It's basically like trying to tell her to change the world for the better, right?
You got this, girl.
Got this. I believe in you.
And so Araya's like sobbing, and Nyaxia comes flying down, and she's like, Oraya, you have done it. You have won. What is the one thing you wish for? And Vale's like, oh, please be...
Vale is not in the story.
Vincent is like, oh my gosh, please ask to be my second in command so that, I can have your strength, whatever. So he's over here crossing his fingers.
Vincent is the dad.
Vincent's her vampire dad. Yeah. And she's like, I'm sorry, Daddy. I want this bitch to win. I wish he could win. It'd be funny.
Raihn.
It'd be funny if Nyaxia was like, ooh.
He's dead.
Yeah, you killed him.
There's no bringing that back. I'm sorry.
But she's like, what you wish for, what shall be done.
But she's like laughing. She's like, oh, this is gonna be good.
Reality TV type shit. And he comes back. And he's like, oh my God, what did you do, Oraya? And you know, she's like, I did. He's alive. You know, it matters to her.
Yeah.
And fucking Vincent is like, oh my fucking God, you just brought that bitch back as your wish.
Imagine he's like, you should have just wished for a fucking bike.
I know. So then Raihn is like, oh, Oraya, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Okay, can you actually? I think I left something over there. Kill the dad. Kill that bitch. Give me the mark that makes me the next king. Right?
No, he already had it. So when he was alive again, the mark showed up because he had carved it out, but it showed up on his skin and it started glowing, and that's when everyone was like, oh my God, he was the next in line to the Raihn throne. And so because he allegedly won the game, he was now the king for the Raihn.
And he asks for strength, doesn't he? The strength of the last king.
Yeah, something like that. And
so they give it to him, and he's like, Oraya, babe, look over there. Trust me, look over there. Fucking murders her dad horribly, by the way. Babe, stay looking over there, babe. Fucking Vincent is...
We're still treating this like a comedy.
Vincent's like fucking carne desmenuzada. He's gone. So he's over here making beefsteak.
Beefsteak is just beefsteak.
Yeah, but it's all fajitas. He's making fajitas. So he's all cut up. And Oraya's like, that bitch just killed my dad. I can't believe you. And he's over here acting so different. Like, he's like, fuck everyone. Fuck Vincent. Fuck Oraya. Love you, babe. Fuck her. And, like, you know, all that shit. And then everyone's like, let's kill Oraya. Oh, my gosh. Like, mob mentality.
They want to kill Oraya because then the mark shows up on her. Because she's now the next in line after Vincent's death.
Which is weird because we all thought she was human.
Yeah.
But she got a little bit of that bite in her.
She's got a little halvesies in her. So she's half vampire, half human.
And book 1 ends with Raihn being like, she's going to be my prisoner. Takes her to her room. And is like, oh, babe.
We got to get married, babe.
Can you say I do? I don't know, babe.
I had this ring specially made for you. I did make it from your dad's bones. I'm sorry.
I'm sorry, babe. I wanted to use every part, you know. Oh, babe. And they get married, and then she's like, I'm angry.
Yeah.
I'm gonna fuck shit up.
Yeah.
One of her people breaks into her room and is like, whenever you're ready to attack, let us know. Mm-hmm. And they leave. So she's like,
so she has followers waiting for her.
The end.
For the first book.
Do you think going into book 2 will fix your life?
Yes.
Oh my gosh, I'm crying. Welcome to the Book Fix podcast, a podcast where we fix lives, one book at a time, Nyaxia edition. I'm your host, Shelly.
And I'm your host, Yahaira.
And I'm already sad.
Oh, why are you sad?
I didn't know we were gonna talk about a book so funny today.
Honestly, I think it's fun that we treat this series as a fucking comedy because when people read it, they're gonna be like, "I didn't laugh once. I did not laugh once." That was really sad.
Why did you say he was cut up?
The story is just really, really, I don't know.
It's heartbreaking. I cried a lot.
You did?
Yes.
Oh, I'm interested to know where.
I actually marked every time I cried.
Really?
Yeah, I was in a car for 27 hours driving somewhere. And while I was driving, my sister would just see me go through several emotions. Mm-hmm. This book was long.
It was very long. But it was really good.
I really like how this book always does the little prologue things. Like in interlude? Between. Yeah, the interludes. Mm-hmm. I fucking love that shit. That's about Raihn, right?
Yeah. Well, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, he was willing to die for Oraya. silent vow that you made with the king. Oh, the first interlude talks about how him and Vincent, before he like chopped him up, they kind of like looked at each other. They just did a little take care of her, you know?
And he was like, yeah,
bitch.
I will.
Trust me. Yep. I thought that was sweet.
It was just so sad. It was sad because, like, Vincent wasn't a good person, vampire, leader, whatever. But I don't know. Like, I kind of wish that we would have had a little bit more between him and Oraya. With her asking more questions.
His last words to Oraya when he was killed, instead of him saying you have beautiful eyes or anything he wanted to say to her, his last words were end it.
Yeah.
And this interlude ends with, maybe the king always knew that his greatest love would be his ruination. Maybe he knew it the moment he met her. He'd known it the second time he died too. And then I wrote, oh my gosh, Raihn gonna die a second time. Leave him alone. Give his pain to Naruto. That's what I... Oh my gosh.
No, he's not gonna die again.
It's
saying like the first time was when he met her, so the second time was like
when he died.
Yeah,
I was so scared. Can I say, you remember when we read Savage and the Swan, and
God.
The savage who loved the swan so much, he was like, "Yeah, I love you, but let me go eat your dad's heart."
Yeah,
and then he's like over here feasting on the dad. Looks at her and only takes like 2 or 3 bites and then spits out the heart.
Yeah.
And it's like, babe, you don't get it. Like, I saw you and I was like, oops. And I spit it out. Like, your dad was delicious and I spit it out. Doesn't that mean anything to you? That was really, it was when comparing the two. Because in both,
I don't want to compare the two.
No, in both situations, dads are gone, okay? And in both situations, it's because of the love interest. So it was nice that she didn't immediately like Raihn again, or even if she did, she didn't act upon anything, because she would wake up for like the first few chapters. Every time she woke up, she's like, yeah, my dad's still dead.
Yeah,
still dead. Still thinking about him.
I really liked the way that the story developed Oraya's emotions. Because in the beginning, like, she was just very sad. Like, she would literally, like, spend nights crying. She'd wake up from nightmares. Like, she was just constantly remembering that she didn't have her father anymore in her life.
It's kind of crazy, too, because she knows in her heart that he was lying to her. That she was a vampire, half vampire, and he didn't say anything about that shit. And that he had ulterior motives with her gaining the power she was going to get. And he was over here killing huge cities. Not really...
Or making promises that he wasn't going to keep.
Yes, exactly. But she was like, but he's still my dad.
Yeah.
So...
Well, it's just sad. I think what makes it worse is that she doesn't have the opportunity to, like, talk to him about it, you know, to, like, ask him questions and be like, what the fuck? Like, why did you keep this from me? So the fact that she doesn't have a clear answer is what makes it worse.
Yep.
And why she can't stop.
It makes me sad.
I guess being upset about it.
It makes me sad that when her and Raihn talk to each other, it's always very, like... She doesn't even argue with him anymore because she's so defeated. And she's like, what's the point in arguing? You're going to make me do it anyway. And he'll say little things to her. There's one part where he looks at her and says, you look nice. The last time he had said those words to me at that ball, it had sent a shiver up my spine. 4 letters full of hidden promise. Now it sounded like a lie. And just like everything. And she'll like say back very sharp remarks. And it always mentions how his face, like, slightly, like, falls for a second, and then he's good. But I'm like, this bitch loves you. Yeah. I get it. He killed your dad. But, come on.
But what?
You don't get it. Your father wasn't that great of a guy.
It's not her dad, though.
I saw him at Vaughn's, and he cut in front of me, that bitch.
Yeah, he wasn't a good person, but she obviously didn't see that. But what I did like about the start of her relationship with Raihn in this book was that he didn't immediately like try to convince her like, oh, this is why your father was a piece of shit. You know, it was kind of like she would learn things gradually, like on her own, or like through other people's conversations of him, where it's like, yeah, your father R-worded.
Yep.
The old Raihn queen, and he did this, and he killed all of these people, and he destroyed these cities. Sorry, he destroyed these cities, and it was just like she slowly started to realize more and more of who her father really was.
I need to reread this book. I'm like reading it right now, and I'm like, oh, fuck. How did you feel when? Because they're getting ready to go to like an event at the beginning of this book, and then they're like, we're getting new company. You know, our old general's coming back.
Oh yeah, huh?
Carissa is like, Vale? Me? I like
you
fucking
you're like Violet.
what's a fucking Pitbull song that he can
Dale.
fly into? Or fucking Fireball. Lilith just holding on.
I was literally so excited when I saw Vale's name in here because, like, obviously, like, I knew, well, I had a feeling that he would show up.
Yeah.
But when he did show up, I was like,
Dude,
that's my bitch.
The man
That's my bitch.
who just experienced a fucking miracle and the love of his life is alive, and that's the happiest he's ever been. And everyone's just, like, so depressed. Hey, bitches! Guess who's
Hey, I'm here. Oh, but wasn't it before he showed up?
Yeah.
There was a meeting, right? So like all of the other like leaders were there as well. And there was this one specific person who was there instead of his brother, right?
Yes.
And then Raihn was like, kneel. And he was like, no, I will not kneel. And so he was like, you know what? Fuck you then. And so he killed him brutally in front of everyone so that they would know that he didn't give a fuck about them.
Blood everywhere. In a distance, you hear fireball movement. And Bale walks in, fucking wings still out, and he's like, you the king? He kneels. Hell yeah, bitch!
He's like, you don't have to ask me. I will kneel.
Lilith with a bunch of like money. Hell yeah!
I just picture Lilith with like fucking dark ass sunglasses, just like with money, just. She's like, wait, what happened here? Why is there blood everywhere? And it was so like, I don't know, like the stakes were so fucking high because obviously everyone, well, not everyone, but a lot of people don't really like Raihn because he's a turned vampire.
Yes.
And so now he has to appear more brutal than, than he would be normally because he wants everyone to be afraid of him.
Yes. I love the part when that guy died and he like, he has to keep
I think his name
composure.
was Martin.
Yeah. He has to keep his composure. So he turns around and he looks at Oraya and her face is like bloodthirsty.
Yeah, like
and
she smiles at him. Like
turns around, he turns back around. He's like, there she is.
There she is.
Dude, anytime he says that shit, I really am here. I really am there.
Yeah, I have arrived.
When Vale stood in the door. It's so funny. His entrance being so dramatic when we explained it. And in this, it's just a sentence.
In the book, it's so like, yeah, he's here now.
Vale got that dog in him. Oh my gosh.
Anyway, we would recommend you to read the 1.5 books, the 6 Scorched Roses, because you would fall in love with Vale. Imagine someone skips the novella and they're just like, who the fuck is Vale?
Dude, I wanted to for a bit. If I had skipped it, I wouldn't be here singing Fireball.
Yeah, and that would be a damn shame. So the meeting basically doesn't go very well. And, his people tell him like, yeah, that was a shit show. And then Vale even apologizes for being late, but Raihn is kind of just like, oh, it's fine. Because he can tell that his wife was recently turned. So he's just like, oh, it's okay.
And it's funny because he looks at Lilith and he's like, this bitch got married?
Yeah.
Like, he was the most heartless bitch. And he got married?
Yeah.
Like, I guess he just likes having someone to fuck around with, just follow him around.
Mm-hmm.
But it's really sweet because when Vale is written in the story, as seen from the perspective of someone who's like not talking to him, just like far away, he's always like gravitating around Lilith or like looking for Lilith.
It's so fucking cute. Why are we talking so much about Vale and Lilith?
Matters. It's just because the story between Oraya and Raihn is so sad.
It is really sad.
It makes me sad because she even admits to herself, like she looks at him, and when they have talks, it always ends with like, yeah, you fucking killed my father though, so what do you have to say about that?
And he's just like,
and it's always mentioned like there's something he wants to say, but he's not saying it.
Yeah, he holds back.
But he will show an honest face. And then she gets mad because she's like, why would he show me something so honest? And why, like, me as someone whose dad just died, what type of daughter am I to crave the person's touch of the one who killed my dad? So it's really sad.
It is really sad. But I will say that I am glad that it was more of a slow progression. Yeah. I was literally so worried that at the start of this fucking book, she was going to be like, you know what? I didn't even like my dad that much. You know what? He wasn't that nice to me, actually.
They've actually allowed me to walk around this house this time.
Yeah, so that was one of the first realizations that she had. Was there was like one of the first earlier chapters, she was like, you know what, I never really walked around the castle before. Like, she was never really allowed to because of all of the vampires that were there. And so all of the times that she would be free, it would be when she would sneak out of the castle. And so she was looking around the castle like, damn, it's kind of nice. It's kind of nice, but also kind of like barren. Like, there's nothing here.
It's funny if she would like leave sticky notes, just like painting in this hallway.
Yeah, just like.
Maybe they will.
Maybe they'll do it for me.
I'm sorry to bring it up again, but there was this really cute moment between Raihn and Vale where when he first comes in with Lilith, he's like, by the way, this is my wife, Lilith. And Raihn goes like, oh my gosh, a pleasure to meet you. You're just turned. Oh my gosh, that's so great. And Vale gets super defensive. Yeah. Like, he gets like, what the fuck are you doing to my wife?
Don't touch her.
Don't fucking touch her, okay? And this is, I think, the first moment where they mention like, oh, they're worried that I'm going to be like Neculi, which is the last previous Raihn king, right? Dude, he was a bitch.
Yeah, he was.
Oh my god.
Neculi was crazy.
Neculi's wife is Nisaean, and she was the one who Vincent R-worded. Yeah. But she was also Raihn's first love. Oh my god. Everyone knew each other.
Fucking small ass, like, what's it called? Circle. Like a small circle.
I love it. It's a circle and just like hella strings connecting everyone, but on the side, Vale Lilith. It's like one.
And then Oraya over here.
Fireball. Yes. Oh my god. It made me really sad when we got to read about Raihn's past with Nisaean. Yeah. Because when he turned, he was just a pirate. Yeah. He just loved the sea. He was out here singing a sea shanty, got caught in a fucking strong ass wind. A wave brought him in. He was all dead and shit. And then someone comes up to him. He's not sure who because he's dying. Yeah. And he just hears like, do you want to live? And he's half dead. And he's like, no, duh. Like, yeah. I have a whole family waiting for me. Of course I want to live. Yeah. And then he feels a lot of pain, wakes up. And then he's like, oh, I'm good. Yeah. Oh my god, thank you for saving me, whoever you are. And the guy's like, you cannot leave. I am Neculi. You're my bitch now. And you just have to work under me because you're a vampire now. And then by that point, Raihn's life is just over. Yeah. And he like mourns the life he once had. And I think he brings up to like, at first it was grief, but then it just kind of feels like another life.
Like the time passes in such like a weird way. It's like a haze.
He was such a sad guy.
Yeah, it was really sad. We can't even make jokes about that.
I know. Sad. No fireball in this one.
No, it was just depressing.
And him with his love, Nisaean, she was the king's wife, who she also got really abused by him. Yeah. So both her and Raihn had this like silent connection. And when they were around each other, it was just to be around each other or to talk shit. They
found solace in each other.
I really liked them. They were very sweet. And yeah, I don't remember when they would bring up his flashbacks. I think he would dream about it or think about it.
In the interludes.
You know what part fucked me up?
What part?
The part where he had talked about Oraya always being in her room crying,
Mm-hmm.
and the reason he knew was because he was in the room next door.
Mm-hmm. And then the one time when he was like, I just wanted to go over there and see if she was okay. So he like made up some weird ass excuse and was like knocking on the door, and she opened it, and then she looked at him all mad, and he was just like,
He thinks, please let me fight me, let me distract you.
yeah.
Or let me fight you, let me distract you.
Yeah, something like that. But I don't remember what he says, but he just came up with some weird excuse as to why he wanted to knock on her door. But so in the beginning, Oraya is still like a prisoner, right? Like she's always getting locked up in her room. She always has like guards around her room. And so finally she reaches a point where she's like, I've had enough. I need to get out of here. And so with her magic, I believe it is, or I don't remember if it was with her magic or if she like pickpockets, but she tries to like open all of the locks in her door. And she finally gets the door open, right?
But remember, there was 4 locks, but for some reason the last one wasn't locked.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But anyway, whatever. And so she's like finally escaping out of her room, and then she remembers that there's like passageways underneath the castle. But Vincent never told her about all of them. She just was familiar with like a couple of them. And so she's like trying to hide out in the passageways while well, I mean, no one even notices that she escaped. Honestly,
No.
like it wasn't even enough time hadn't even passed.
You know what though? What fucked me up when she
What?
was walking around? Yeah, literally guards were everywhere, and she's like, okay.
She's like, okay, I can just be out here.
But she was thinking to herself, like, I need to get a weapon, like to be able
Yeah.
to protect myself.
Yeah.
And then she thinks back to like the last time I held a weapon, the last heart that I pierced, and then she starts thinking about Raihn.
Yeah, so she's having like trauma with that too, like the fact that she killed Raihn.
We didn't talk about it, but she goes into this little room that she finds, and she finds shattered glass, and she's like, "What the fuck?" Him being like it's so disorganized, but it's organized to him. You know, it's all of his stuff.
To Vincent.
Yes. In Vincent's old office that she had found, there's just shattered glass, and she touches it, and all of a sudden it remakes itself with her blood.
Yeah.
And then she looks in it, or like she talks to it, and then she can hear Jasmine, I think that's her name, which is her soldier from the first book that said that they would fight for her in order to regain the throne. So she sees it, but then she's like, oh shit, because she hears walking. And we didn't even mention him. Our boy Septimus.
Oh, God. Yeah, Septimus.
So Septimus is... who the fuck
We
is
never even mentioned him. We never mentioned him in the first one either, because basically what had happened was that he made a deal with Raihn. Don't remember exactly the logistics, but basically they had a deal with each other. And so now Raihn was kind of like bound to him.
Yes.
And he was trying to like shake him off. But anyway, so Septimus is just there like fucking being a creep.
Yeah, and then they walk into this little room, and they're just like, little room.
Septimus and Raihn walk into this room.
They're just like, little room. Crazy. And Septimus is snooping, and Rain's just like, you know what? Why don't you go ahead? Oh, no, he was with Kyrus at this point. Why don't you go ahead? I'll look around here. Because they had been going room through room to see all of Vincent's stuff, to see if there was anything of importance that they needed. At this point, we don't know what he needs. But when Kyrus leaves, Raihn is in the room, and he says, did you really think I wouldn't smell you, princess?
Yeah, I was kind of hoping on it.
She just waft. It always makes me sad when Raihn talks to Oraya, and she's doing is like, I'm your fucking prisoner, you killed my dad, you did this, and he gets so frustrated. He's like, you think I want this?
Yeah,
you're not my prisoner, you're my queen, like you're my
girl. You're my bitch. He starts crying. He's just like, I'm always gonna love you, bitch.
Did those days in Nyaxia's fucking tournament mean nothing to you? I mean, you fucking eggs Benedict, bitch. So he gets really mad and says, do you think I want any of this? Do you think I want to listen to you sob every night?
Yeah. A little bit.
Bitch, I thought these walls were soundproof, bitch.
It's just so sad. It's so sad because, like, there's so much pushback that he can do because he doesn't want to, like, overdo it, you know, and hurt her even more.
And he says to her, I made you an offer that night, the night they got married, and it still stands. It always will. I hate this place. I hate these people. I hate this castle. I hate this fucking crown, but I don't hate you, Oraya, not even a little. I failed you. I know that. I'm probably still, he doesn't say anything, but you and I are the same. There is no one I would rather have help me build a new version of this kingdom. And honestly, I don't know if I can do it without you.
Finally, damn. Finally, he realizes it.
Sorry, but wouldn't it be funny if everywhere that Vale walked, you can hear Fireball following him? So it's like they're having this conversation. Fireball, it's like, oh, there he is.
There he goes.
Dude, I loved her being fucking angry about her dad. You killed my father, bitch. Like, yeah. Well, he committed genocide.
Yeah.
So I want you to really think about this.
Okay, logistics. I think she's too sad about it. I think she obviously knows that her dad committed genocide, but she's just so sad about it.
That it was him.
Yeah.
You know?
That it was
and
Raihn.
he even says, I'm so sorry, Oraya. I'm so sorry that it all happened this way. I'm so sorry. But you'd do it again, I said. And he said, I'm trying to save so many lives, Oraya. I love you. He didn't say that. I want to go back to my room, she says. Okay. Moment to cry. Okay. I like that every part of these books. I love that she does this shit.
What?
Where she does like the interlude between parts of her book. And the parts always have to do with like a concept in the book. So in 1.5, it was the roses. But in this one, it's the phases of the moon because her eyes are like moons.
Yeah.
That's some cute ass shit. That is some cute ass shit.
It was really cute. I really loved it.
Oh my God. Did I tell you I made my sister buy the first book?
You made her?
Yes.
What did she say?
She's really excited to read it because I keep talking about it.
I'm scared she won't like it.
If she hates it, I'm going to move away. You know what's something I'll never get used to? When they curse in their language. And they're like, Ix's tits. I'm like, who the fuck is Ix?
That's the goddess of fertility.
Wow. Oh my God. She's a fan.
I'm a fan. Whatever.
There she is.
Don't quiz me more because that's all I know. Well, I was like, why the fuck does he keep saying that?
I'm gonna start going out of order. I'm gonna start going rogue. Okay.
Why don't we talk about the mirror a little bit that she found?
Yeah. Go ahead.
So this mirror that she found belonged to her father, Vincent, R.I.P. And
basically,
shut up. He was a piece of shit. That's a joke. Anyway, so basically it belonged to Vincent, right? And it would only be activated with his blood.
Yes.
But now it's being activated through
her blood
because they're related, obviously. And so this mirror is able to be used as like a source of communication. So when she first activated it, she didn't know how to use it really. And so she was trying to talk to Jasmine through it.
Yeah.
And she was able to kind of talk to her through it, but she couldn't really use it much longer because then that's when Raihn
and Septimus.
No, and
Kyrus
showed up. And then so later on, she tries to use it again.
In the room.
And in her own like private like room, right? And again, she has to bleed on it for it to be activated. And I think she's able to communicate with Jasmine a little bit longer this time. And so she warns Jasmine that Raihn and his people are gonna infiltrate them, or like they're gonna like do some attack on them. And so now they have like a heads up, right?
Yeah.
But then that's when they come up with a plan for Jasmine to come into the castle with her people and kind of do like the bombs, I think they were. It was something that she did during the trials.
Yeah.
So I think they were bombs. And so that's how Oraya was going to escape.
By that. So, one moment that happens right after that, because she has that communication, nothing is mentioned. Like it seems as if no one knows about that. And she goes for a walk around the house because I think she had asked Raihn at this point, like, you need to stop locking me in there. Like I should be allowed to walk around my own house. So she's walking around and she crashes into Septimus and he's over here. I have no idea what this man looks like. I just imagine.
I picture god, okay. I think it's a cartoon, but it's like a very like thin old man where it's like white hair, and it's like pulled back, and he always has like a little pipe. Oh my god, there's like, oh, what is he in? I don't know what he's in, but when I find him, I swear to God, I will post a picture.
Well, I imagine Snape, played by Alan Rickman. So
who?
Snape, Severus Snape.
No, who's Rickman?
Alan Rickman.
Oh, is that the man who played him?
The guy who played Snape.
Oh, okay.
So I imagine that. I just imagine same vibes with the whole like, I don't know,
hair pulled
back hair, fucking no hairline type bitch. He comes up to her. I never understood this. Why did Septimus have that like little like flinch?
Flinch?
Twitch. Because you remember he grabs his cigarette and he's over here
like he would be shaking, no?
Yeah. But then it would go away.
I think he was just shaky.
Oh.
Because I think Oraya points it out too. Like, oh, like your hands are trembling. But he was just shaky.
Cigarros es su vicio. Oh my god. Okay.
Can you translate that?
Oh, I'm sorry. Smoking is his vice.
Yeah.
He goes up to her and he says, "Are you familiar with the story of Alaris and Nyaxia?" Mm-hmm. And he starts explaining the story. I don't remember it at all, but I remember it being important.
I actually really like this story.
Oh, yeah.
Basically, it's what? How many stories does he tell? Just one, no?
He tells one, and it's about the corpse.
Yeah, so basically there was this one family, royal family, and they had this prophecy that one of their sons was going to be like the one the one that would change it all, the one that would fuck shit up in a good way, maybe. And so they had this king, or this prince, I should say. And so this prince, I don't know where he went. He did something. And then somebody, now I'm losing the story. But didn't somebody like pray for the prince? Because he was like on the brink of death. And the person who was praying for the prince was like, Nyaxia, please, my son, he's prophesied to be amazing. And then she just like laughs at him.
Yes.
And the son dies.
Yes.
And they were never able to like have that again, you know?
I think so. But at this point, don't they also bring up Alaris and how that used to be the former lover of Nyaxia? And in order for them to have like strength, they like vampires or like non-gods took the body into parts in order to harness its power.
Oh, yeah. So you know what? Did he tell her two stories then?
I think so.
This might have been a different time.
That might have been a different time. I just know at this point is the point where it's like, yeah, that we're trying to harness Alaris's power, but we don't know where any of it is. But with all of this, you're supposed to be apparently really, really strong.
Yeah, so they're trying to find his body, you know? Like, or no, his blood. Like, something like that. But
when talking about that, they were saying, like, it's ridiculous. I suspect that some of it remains in the House of Night. And now they're talking to Oraya going like, and you're going to help us find all this shit. Just like, are you fucking kidding me? Yeah. And so she walks away.
And that's when Jasmine starts
her attack.
Her attack, right? And then Oraya's going to escape. But then Raihn sees her and they start kind of like fighting. And it was kind of funny because he was like, girl, you're rusty. You have not been fighting for months or something like that. And so then I think he like tells her that he needs her. And he kind of makes a proposition with her that like, you know what? You can be free after you help me. After you help me find what Septimus wants, which is the god's body or blood or whatever. Because then after that, his whole bond with Septimus is fulfilled.
Yes. You know what's something we forgot to bring up? Before that first fight and her obviously not wanting to help Septimus, not wanting to be part of any of this, she's in her room and Raihn comes and is like, come with me. And she's like, no, why would I go with you? You know? And he's like, can we just skip this whole fighting? You're going to come with me. Like, you know, come on.
Yeah.
And they're by the window. And she's not moving because he obviously has to fly and she's going to have to hold on to him. And that's like the closest they've been in a while. It makes me sad when he gets physically, like you can see that he's sad. Yeah. And he says, you're safe, all right? Then he hurled us into the sky. And he takes her Oh, I fucking love this part. He takes her to the human world, like the human space.
Yeah.
Where all the towns are. And she's like, what the fuck? It's like nice.
Yeah.
You know? And he's like, yeah, because I know how to do my fucking job.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.
Who do you think's protecting this area?
Mm.
And she has a moment where it's like, wow, Vincent always told me that the mortal spaces would always be shitty because no one can do anything to help it. And Raihn was like, it's not that no one can do anything to help it. It's that no one bothered to do anything to help it.
Yeah.
I fucking love Raihn. Oh,
yeah, me too.
that bitch.
He was really trying to make a difference.
And he took her to his apartment, his new pad. His fucking one bed on the floor type bitch.
It's like no furniture.
it's like his bed and like a microwave. Just like that.
On the floor.
His room. How do you like it, babe? How do you like
it's
it?
sick in here, huh?
Check this shit out. He like puts popcorn in there. Oh, electricity. Oh my god. Why this babe? Whoa. Why this bitch always living like he don't got no money? I don't get it.
I don't get it either. He's trying to live the humble life.
Yeah, that first fight happens, and although Oraya's people did attack, and they did for a moment have the upper hand, they don't have enough people. Raihn's people attacked too, and like you said, they were in the middle of fighting, and it was super intense, but they were just fighting each other, and then like some bitch would come up and try to hit Raihn, and Oraya would be like, don't fucking touch him! I'm fighting this bitch! Leave my husband alone!
No, it was somebody hit Oraya, remember?
Yes.
And then Raihn was like, what the fuck? That's my queen!
I wasn't actually gonna hurt her! Why would you do that shit?
Hurt him.
Both, well, to each other. They were both kind of in that boat. How did you feel about that part where Oraya and Raihn talked, and Raihn was like, you are going to help us find all of these body parts of this god. And all you have to do is help me best Septimus. Because if we can get all the parts before him, then we're good. You just have to act like I forced you to do it and that you hate me and that.
Yeah, so just normal.
Yeah. And then she goes like, oh, I do hate you. And then he's just kind of like, oh, no, that's totally fine. And then the next chapter starts with, I do hate you. I knew Oraya hated me. Who could possibly blame her for that? I didn't know why it bothered me so much to hear it, though. Bothered me enough that it overshadowed my victory.
Damn. He's like going through it a little bit.
Vale is like, I remember when me and Lilith had our rocky spots. Oh, yeah. Last week was crazy.
I was gonna say it only lasted like an hour, but it's fine.
No, yeah, because I knew how to take care of her. You know, I love her.
I knew how to cherish her.
Can I tell you the story again of how I flew in and saved her? It's like, Vale, you say this every fucking time. I just love her.
It's so funny because Raihn and Vale aren't even close like that.
No,
they're both kind of like unsure of each other.
Yeah, because even like the way that we talk about how much Vale loves Lilith, Raihn doesn't see that. Raihn's just like, this makes no sense to me why she's here.
We should kind of like skip forward now.
So they go on the hunt for all of these parts of this god, and one of the parts that they find is his teeth. And they go to this old place where one of Oraya's cousins is kind of ruling it. And when they get there, her cousin is literally like a child, probably 14, and all of the people who she has turned, and they're all kind of like her army.
They're like
just
children. They're just children.
Blonde boys.
Yeah. It's so fucking weird.
It is. And then it's like, oh my gosh, primita, cousin, come over here. Let's do a feast. And they walk up to the dining room, and it's just a bunch of human women lying on the table. And of course, they're not gonna, because they don't know how crazy this girl is.
Yeah.
So they go over and like drink blood. And there's one part where Oraya is holding a glass that she assumed was wine, and when she drank it, it was blood. And she was like, I'm not even going to think about how that kind of tasted kind of fire.
Yeah.
I'm not going to think about it. But it like...
It kind of hit a little bit.
Oh, No. She like finishes.
She like finishes Raihn's.
Oh my god.
You gonna drink that?
Oh my god, I would have stopped. I didn't know.
Yeah.
But she does that. I like the part where Raihn, of course, has to like drink blood from a human, but she's already dying.
Mm-hmm.
So he makes eye contact with her and she like nods and he kills her swiftly, like in a very painless way.
And then the cousin was like, "Oh, you killed her." And he's like, "Yeah, but she's still good though."
Yeah, she good.
Yeah.
But this is the part where Oraya figures out that she could fly.
Yeah.
How'd you feel?
It was so sad because she had a flashback to a time where she tried to jump off like something, and her dad was like, "Stop it, don't do that. You're so fragile, you're so weak. Like if you jump off of things, your bones will break." And she finds out that it was actually because he knew that she could fly and he didn't want her to. And it was actually, I think at this point, it was when Raihn was trying to tell her that maybe her father was afraid of her, and that's why he always like tried to stop her from reaching her fucking potential.
I think too, at this place that they were at when Raihn talked to the cousin, the cousin was like, "Yeah, you killed Vincent, right? How was that?" You know, because she was so blunt. And Oraya's there, and it's like, what kind of question is that? And Raihn answers, "That's one of the things I regret the most."
Yeah. Liar.
Ava.
Wait, you regret it? Why? I thought you hated him.
I really liked when Oraya and Raihn went flying together for the first time, because that was one of the first times that she's laughed and smiled in a long time.
Yeah.
Fuck me up.
It's so cute.
But they end up parting ways.
Because she was overwhelmed with her feelings, no?
Yeah, she was overwhelmed with everything. They part ways, and she ends up flying to a building that has the markings of like wings. And it turns out it was like someone's wings that they had like cemented into the wall. And she reaches out and grabs like a pendant, and I think the pendant is the teeth, right?
Yeah.
Good for her. So she found the first piece. And then her cousin comes and goes fucking wild on her.
No, wasn't the pendant her dad's?
Was it?
I don't remember what the pendant was. I'm gonna be honest. No, because when she touched it, wasn't she getting like memories
of her dad?
Am I fucking?
No, I think you're right. She gets memories of her dad, and then it's like, oh my god, dad. And then fucking the cousin comes over and is like, really? I loved Vincent more.
Yeah, I knew him more.
Yeah, he didn't kill me because he
loved me.
He loved me. Like he killed we had a family freaking cookout. Killed everyone there, but not me, bitch.
A family of 25, and they're all gone. But look at me, still here.
But it turns out in that memory that Oraya saw, and she lets the cousin see, the only reason that Vincent didn't kill that cousin was because he felt like he didn't have to bother.
No, but he did. He stabbed her. He stabbed her and she was dying.
Oh, you're right.
But
you're right.
he left, and I think he thought that she was going to die, and it was more so of like she thought like, oh, he showed me mercy, even though she was dying. But it was more so of oh no, he just thought you were going to die, and it was just like a little mistake.
Damn. That's sad.
Yeah.
So see you at the next reunion.
No, she's dead, girl.
Oh yeah, oh my god, oops.
She's dead. Oraya killed her.
Oh my gosh. And then they go back and they're like, okay, you got this pendant, check. Now we gotta, I forget the next thing they have to do.
I don't think they do anything else, because doesn't he like tell her, "You're free, girl. Bye."
Oh yeah.
Love you. Love you, girl. Oh, they want to have a wedding. Remember?
Oh, a wedding. A wedding. Fireball.
They want to have a wedding because they want to like have all of the leaders there, pretty much.
So they're at the fucking like political round table, and Raihn's like, okay, we need to bring everyone together, show them that I am
that bitch.
A merciless king, that bitch with my beautiful queen.
That other bitch.
Oraya's just like fucking flipping him off. And so it's like, yeah, we're going to do that. And the only way to do that is to celebrate a wedding. And we can't do Oraya and I because, you know,
we don't love each other like that.
Hate that bitch. But, you know, we could do Vincent and Lilith.
Vincent?
Oh my God, sorry. Vale and Lilith. And Vale's just like,
beg me and I'll do it.
I know. No, of course I won't do it. And he's like, please? Okay, yeah, sure.
Lilith
No,
was
it's fine.
like, I kind of want a wedding. Okay, you
Yeah,
know what?
yeah.
I've wanted
Bring
one.
me a wedding.
I wanted one too, babe.
And it's like, yeah, but I'm not going to wear a fucking suit and tie. And Lilith's like, no, actually, I kind of wanted you to wear. Yeah, no. He like takes off his clothes. He's already wearing it. Of course, bitch. Sorry, queen.
Queen, my queen. Thank you. It's so fucking funny. It's so funny because he really did not want a wedding. And it wasn't until Lilith was like, is this really going to help you guys? And they were like, yeah.
Then fine, a wedding we shall have.
All reluctant.
And that wedding
kind of slayed.
Before the wedding, we have a visitor. We have a visitor.
Oh yeah, who?
Misha.
Oh, Misha's back. She's back from the dead.
Yeah. Oregon's all in there. So she's like at this wedding as well, and they crash into someone. I forget his name. He's super important.
It doesn't matter. The Shadow King.
Yeah, Mr. Shadow King. So
the king of the night. No.
The
Court of Shadows.
Okay.
Right? I don't know.
So. Something
like that.
So, at this wedding, Oraya and Raihn are greeting everyone, and it's weird because when this king walks by, Misha immediately is like, "I'm gone. I'm gonna go over there."
Yeah, she's like, "Oh my god, I need to go grab something. Bye."
And then shit hits the fan. Who's the first one to start it? What's the first shoe drop?
No, it's funny because I think before the wedding was when Septimus told her that whole story of the prince who was prophesized, and then Nyaxia didn't save him and laughed about it. And then Septimus mentioned, he kind of like told Oraya, like, he kind of hinted to her that, you know, you could overthrow Raihn if you wanted to. He was like, girl, I'm always betting on you. I'm always betting on you.
Yep.
But at this wedding, that's when, what's his name? Simon?
Mm-hmm.
I don't remember where he's from. Oh, the blood. The blood one. Right?
I don't remember which one that was.
He's the one that can manipulate the blood.
Yes,
right?
I think so.
That's what Simon, he's the king of that court.
The Nightborn King.
Thank you. The Nightborn King. And wait, that was him? Or the other one?
Maybe that's the other one.
Well, anyway, he was like the blood manipulator, if I remember correctly. And so Simon is there. And remember, Raihn killed his brother, Martin, I think. And Simon's kind of there, like chilling, like fine. Everything's cool, calm, collected. Until we realize that they were betrayed by Carissa.
Yeah, because Carissa.
And Septimus too, I guess. But that's not a shock. That's not a shock.
Poisoned. He poisoned, right? Raihn? Didn't he poison him? Am I mixing my stories with Cruel Prince?
I think you're mixing your stories.
No, he does poison him.
Does he?
Yeah, because Raihn leaves and he's like, I'm feeling kind of funny. Well, I'm feeling a little twisted. And he walks away with Carissa, and Carissa is like, "Oh, you okay? Here, drink this. Are you okay, bitch?"
It's like more poison.
I don't know, Carissa.
I don't remember because Oraya is also taken, but I don't remember how she's taken.
No, Oraya leaves for a bit, but
well, they're taken separately by separate people. But and then Septimus looks at her and he was like, "I always bet on you, but not this time." I was like, damn, that's fucked up.
But Oraya realizes, like, Raihn is out there, fucking poisoned as fuck, and fighting, and I'm over here. I need to go fucking get my husband.
Yeah.
You know what makes me sad? What? Right before this wedding, Mish is like, how you doing? Like, how you doing, Raihn? We haven't talked in a long time. And he tells her, I hurt her so fucking badly, Mish. It makes me so sad. Oh, God. Dude, this fucking slow burn was so slow. Felt like a warm tingle on my skin until it was burning hot. Oh my gosh. You know, we didn't talk about it, but how did you feel about the first intimate moment they had together when he was stretching her wings?
Oh my God. Dude. That was like kind of hot.
It's funny because, like, what type of wings did you imagine?
What type of wings?
For her.
like, I don't know.
Because they said it had no feathers. It was just like.
Yeah, that's kind of how I pictured it. Like, just like leathery.
I don't like that.
Why?
Like bat wings.
That literally, that's what they are, isn't it? They're vampires.
Ew.
What, you want feathers?
Birds, bitch.
Ew. Birds aren't even real.
I knew it.
They're all robots. Anyway, let's
They
wait,
because
so you
Raihn is poisoned.
you don't like her wings?
No.
But I feel like it would feel better like scratching. That type of.
Don't touch me.
Like, just picture it. Like, let's.
No, I don't like it. It's funny because they're just wings and he's just like, ooh.
She's like, ooh.
Oh my gosh.
Dude, that would feel so good. Like, just imagine that. Thank you.
No, I don't like it.
You don't get it.
So Oraya finds Raihn, and doesn't she take Raihn to his apartment?
Yeah, she's trying to take him.
Yeah. He's all bleeding out. They go in. It's like the bed, the microwave, but now he has a lamp. And he's like, "Did you notice that? I upgraded it."
It's like he's so rich, but he only has a microwave, a bed, and a lamp.
Hey, bitch, turn it on. And it's like, ding. Yeah. That's it, bitch.
Oh my god.
Okay. I like when they get to the point where they're there and they both think, like, I'm so fucking exhausted, so tired of pretending. Like, pretending to hate each other.
Mm-hmm. Wait, but before they actually get into the apartment, remember she couldn't carry him all the way in?
They didn't even go into the apartment.
They like fell like kind of close to it, but the sun was coming out. And she was like, oh my God, how the fuck am I going to drag him into the apartment? Because she was, losing strength, and the sun was coming out, and he was kind of like, just leave me, girl. Love you, baby. Leave me though. And then that's when a human shows up, and it's someone who like runs the apartments.
Yeah.
But he's always been asleep anytime they go. But now he's finally awake, and he sees Raihn, and he's like, I know that he's been helping the humans. Yeah. So he helps her pick him up.
And they take him to a room, and it's like, no one's going to be in here for a bit. And so they're left alone.
Get crazy.
They're left alone, and nothing really happens except for her tasting his blood.
Dude.
That was intense.
That was a lot. Because it was like his thumb or his finger. Thumb. And she just like.
Yeah. No thumb, bitch.
No, he still has a thumb. Don't lie to the listener.
And
imagine they're like, wait, what?
And she talks about how it tastes good, and he's like, yeah, usually it tastes good when the person you're drinking it from like means something to you. And then it gets really like awkward. He's like, or like nothing. Like, I mean, it could just be like, I taste really good. I don't know.
It could just be, no big deal.
And I think it's really cute when they wake up and she's like, why are we here? And he's just like, ugh, you want to talk about work?
It was so funny because it was like gonna get all spicy and shit, and then he was like, we're gonna talk about work now.
Did they kiss by this point?
Yeah.
They did, right?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they did.
I wrote a big no when he was like, after you help me get rid of Septimus, then you were free. I just wrote, no! Don't leave!
Oh, yeah, because he's letting her go free, huh? But
yeah.
Why would she want to be away from him? Come on. Doesn't she love him?
Don't even get me started, bitch. So they break back into the castle. They go through the fucking like sewage.
Ugh, dude, that part was fucking gross. Because she remembered that there was another secret passageway. The one that most people would not want to take, which is through the sewage.
Yes.
Ugh.
So they go back in there and
Gross.
they get Mish, who was locked in a room.
Mm-hmm.
And who else do they get? They get not Kyrus. Who's the other one?
Is it not Vale?
No. Well, they get Vale and Lilith. It's funny because they get Vale first, right? Mm-hmm. And he's like, Lilith! Where is she? He's like the room next door. Breaking apart everything. They're like, Vale, be quiet. It's like, no, my wife. And then he sees her.
He's like, oh.
Thank you.
He's like, thank God.
I've only had her for 2 months, but I would kill anyone for her.
I don't know how long it's been, but I think it has been that short of amount of a time, huh?
2 or 3 months, yeah. And so they get Lilith, Vale, Raihn, Oraya, Mish, and there's one more. I can't think of who it is. Do they matter?
No.
And then they're like, we gotta get out of here and
Jasmine?
like meet up with Jasmine, which is the people that were under Oraya. And they all meet up and they're like, you know what? Septimus is ruining shit up there. He's got like the people from the Shadow Court, right? The Night Court. Who does he have in there?
Sure. Who?
He has people in the kingdom right now, and Septimus is basically taking over. So they're like, what if the Raihn and the Night Court, right, team up, and we take them bitches down?
Yeah.
And they're like, I don't know if it's going to work, babe. I just don't know if it's going to work. But when all of their people meet up, don't they all just get along? They're all like super excited to fight. Brothers, lovers, like, oh, so beautiful. I imagine that scene from Mulan, that we are then. They had their own little montage and shit. So then they're like, I think we're strong enough.
Yeah.
Let's go fight a bitch. So they go back to the kingdom and wait, are Raihn and Oraya like?
I think so. I don't remember when they like. No, they're not. They're not, because it's like way later.
Okay, so then they go back, fucking we are men, and break into the kingdom. Actually, no, they sneakily, but let's skip. And they're just in the middle of fighting, and everyone is attacking everyone, and fucking Oraya fights Simon, right? But Simon, he looked kind of bulky. Like, he looked kind of like,
no,
he fucking messed up.
It's so funny because she knew right away. She was like, oh my God, this bitch is stronger.
Yeah, something happened in between our few fights, so she can't fight him anymore. So then Raihn tries to help but can't, and Oraya gets really, really wounded. Like, she's basically dead already. And he picks her up as the king. Everyone retreat! And he's already out. They didn't even hear the end. He's gone with Oraya. Vale's like, what? That fucking bitch. And then he's in charge. So everyone retreats on their own, but Oraya is being held by Raihn, who is flying. And we didn't mention this earlier, but Raihn had actually found the name and the hometown of her mom.
Yeah.
And he had even offered to her once, like, instead of being in this fight, you can go to your mom.
Yeah.
And Oraya had said, like, why would I do that when I'm in the middle of everything right now? So he, without thinking, goes there and starts asking for a lady. I don't remember her name. And it's Oraya's aunt. He's like, is she here? Is she here? And she is there, and she's like, oh, it's Oraya. Yes. Go ahead. I've been waiting for this. And they heal Oraya while she's there.
Yeah.
And when Oraya wakes up, Raihn is there, and he's wearing like peasant clothes, basically, that fits him way too tight. And she's like, what the fuck? Like, where the fuck am I?
Yeah. And
he wakes up, and he's like, bitch, I know we said we hate each other, and I know I said I wouldn't cry, but bitch, you can't die out there. And Oraya's aunt comes in and is like, oh yeah, you are like the spitting image of your mom. And just so you know, she was an acolyte for the god Aleha.
Yeah. I think it's Aleha, no?
Yeah. And she was also very smart. Like, she just wanted to know more about the world, I guess. And her life was so good until she met that fucking man.
That fucking bitch.
What was his name again? Fucking Vincent? Fuck that bitch. And they tell Oraya that Vincent and her were inseparable. And then one day Araya's mom came pregnant with Oraya and was like, I can't be over there anymore. I can't be with him.
Yeah.
And moves to a little town nearby. And then Vincent killed everyone in that town, is what was expected.
Mm-hmm.
Like, what was assumed, I mean.
Yeah.
And then, it's funny, because that's all dropped on her. It's like, okay, well, I'm going to go finish making the caldo. But you and Raihn just sit tight. Just sit tight.
Damn, your thing is so fucking bright.
Thank you. It's like looking at the sun.
Doesn't it hurt your eyes?
I don't have eyes.
Your eyes
Alana.
was the...
Yeah, not to be confused with Lana Del Rey.
Alana was the...
Will you still
Oh,
love
Aseha
me?
was right.
Aseha.
Aseha.
Aseha, the goddess of the unknown and the weaver of fates. Oh, this was the part where he's like, okay, babe, Oraya, you know, you're my queen and all, but I'm gonna let you go.
Yeah.
Good fight. Good. Hey. Good fight, babe. I mean, they high five and they hug and she's like, fuck you, bitch. And then they kiss.
Yeah.
That's their first kiss.
Oh, yeah?
And then in the distance, just like that.
Why did I think it was way sooner than that?
Dude, it took almost half the book. And I was over here, fucking, it was 3 a.m. We were driving in the freeway. I paused it. Dude, I've been waiting. Oh my God. Christmas came early.
You mean
this was the 24th.
Came again?
It was the 24th. It was before.
Oh.
Yeah, Christmas Eve when I read this.
Oh, okay.
It's just so hard to be me. I struggle every day.
I'm sorry. But I was the same way though. Like I was like getting anxious. I was like, when are they gonna kiss? When
I need to.
What?
I need to mark so I can reread this later.
Why?
Because I love this part.
You're literally deleting it.
No. Thank you. This is how I remember where to read.
It's like this whole book is just green.
He kissed me like he was starving, kissed me the way he had fed from me in a cave once, many months ago. Desperate and deep and full of hunger, like I was the only thing tethering him to the world. And mother, I felt that way too, like I was grasping hold of something solid for the first time in so long, like I had come home.
Aww.
Dude, what's up with Carissa writing the most romantic ass shit?
I don't fucking know,
Carissa.
but it's... Carissa, please. We just want to be friends. This is so fucking beautiful. And I love when he's like, don't you dare stop.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
He makes...
Uh-oh.
She makes him beg.
Yeah. And he begs. I kind of love that though.
Beba. Just let me hold your hand, Beba.
Please, let me hold your hand.
Let me worship you, Beba. Aren't they in like a guest home?
Who cares?
Looking at Lana's with the caldo outside. Like, should I just...
Isn't the Alana the mom?
I don't remember the tia's name. She's like, open. Did I just leave it? Do I leave it right there?
Caldo's ready. And then that's when she's like, I want your blood.
Oh my God. I love the part where he says, you have destroyed me and I have hated every moment of it. And let me kiss you, begging still. They do have sex. Good for them.
Oh God.
Wait, fucking, if this were a movie, they're all having sex, like freaking hard cut back to Vale. Like, are we retreating? What the fuck is happening?
Vale is gone. He's not there
Vale's long
anymore.
gone. Oh my God.
It would be funny though if he was still in the castle fighting for his life.
So now they're kind of, are they?
They're kind of a thing now.
They're kind of a thing now. They communicate with Jasmine through the glass mirror thing. Mm-hmm. And they're like, let's meet up again at this point when we're all better. Yeah. And it's like, okay, chill. And then her tia brings these two people, these two humans, and they're like, I just want you to know, King Raihn and Queen Oraya, that we really appreciate what you're doing for the humans. Mm-hmm. So in order for us to show how much it means to us, we would like to offer you our army of 1,000 men to come fight the war with you. So it would be Rishon, the night court, whatever they were called, and humans all fighting together. And it's funny because Raihn is like, my queen, you have the honors. And she's like, bring them bitches up to us. Bring them bitches to me. And they take all them bitches, and it's funny. The humans all have to walk miles. They're like, okay, bye, bitches.
The other one's just fucking flying like, see you later.
So now they have a whole ass army.
Yeah.
So
they're more prepared this time.
We Are Men reprise, but louder. We are men. And so they're getting their montage in, they're getting swole, and they're like, let's go back to the kingdom and fuck shit up. And Oraya's like, no, but I feel like I could find this last part, the blood of the god, to make me big ass strong. So let me go find it. And so it's super intense. This is the end of the book. So near the end, she's standing at the mountain with Raihn, where she has to, like, they have to part ways. He has to go fight in the war and fight Simon again. Yeah. And he already knows he can't really win against him. And she has to go in this cave where she doesn't know if she'll make it or not, but she has to go get the blood. And they're both kind of like, they don't want to leave the other alone. So it's like, what do I do? And when they're both, like, standing there, I think he grabs her and kisses her and says, I just want you to know that I love you. You know that, right? And then he, like, walks off
into the distance. She's just like, wait, if you love me, then why don't you stay with me?
Wait. What would their song be? Because Vale and Lilith is Fireball. So what's their song?
Oh my god, it's not Fireball.
Yes, it is. Okay. You can't tell me you can't. Like, look at them. Fucking, they're Raihn and Oraya professing their love.
But I feel like Raihn and Oraya is just sad.
It is sad. Did I tell you I made a playlist for them?
You did? I mean?
It's not long, though.
Wait, for Raihn and Oraya?
Yeah, but I haven't even titled the playlist yet. And I've only added 3 songs.
Wait, you have an Angels Before Man playlist.
It's called Crown of Nyaxia by Chelly. And I think this song by Grupo Mojado, Piensa en mí, is them. Have you heard that song?
I started. Oh, yeah. Oh, my God. I love that. Wait, that's actually so funny.
Okay, I think that dude fucking me at my fucking familia's house during Navidad, freaking face down on the couch, drunk, piensa en mí.
And they were all like, is she okay? Is she going through it right now? And you were going through it.
And my freaking abuelita on her, her walker, she's like, did you read Crown of Nyaxia? Are you on book 2?
I did.
Yeah, please follow it. Wait, actually, don't open it yet. I'm gonna share it to you so that you can collaborate with me.
Wait, you do love me.
When they separate, he confesses to her, and it sucks because it really feels like the end. And I think there's a moment too where he tells Vale, like, because Vale has a moment where he's like, thank you so much for saving my beautiful wife. I don't know if you know, but I love her. I don't know if I made it obvious. And it means so much to me. And then Raihn is like, I want you to know that if for some reason I don't make it, that Oraya is someone who you can trust.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, because he tells him that if I don't make it, she would be a really good leader.
Yes. So then they part ways, and Oraya goes into this cave. And when she picks up, I don't know what it is, but when she picks it up, she sees her mom and her dad.
When she picks up, like, a rock, no?
I think it's a rock. She sees her mom and her dad, and it's the memories of them being in there. And just the way that Vincent looks at Alana, you can tell that he was in love with her. And he actually didn't kill everyone in the town, right? Everyone was already dead.
Yeah.
By the time he got there. And he was planning to go there to kill Oraya. But as soon as he saw Oraya, he's like...
He loved her. It was so sad the way it was described, because it was like... Trust me, little serpent, I would have killed you, but when I looked at you, I had never felt this love before.
Yeah.
It Oh, so sweet.
And she has this moment of closure. Like, you know, he may have done, and he even says it to her, like, I may have done things that you don't agree with, but I always loved you.
Mm-hmm.
And she's like, okay, Dad may rest. Whatever.
Dad, love you.
She grabs the blood, I think. She runs out and she sees Simon and Raihn fighting, and Raihn is not good. Like, he's knocking on heaven's door. And so she goes up and kills Simon.
Wasn't it when it was kind of cool the way that it was written, because Raihn was fighting with Simon, and that's when he saw his wife coming out of the cave, mountain, whatever the fuck it was, and she looked like she was already like overpowered at this point. And so she was able to save everybody.
And so when she comes out, it's too late for Raihn. I don't think it's her that kills Simon. I think Nyaxia does.
Oh, yeah. Wait, so then what the hell did she do?
She had the blood, but she didn't use it.
Oh.
Right? Because she's like, Raihn's on the floor and she's hugging Raihn. And Simon's like all broken bones, but he's healing over there.
Yeah. And
she looks in the sky and she's like, Nyaxia, please, you need to come and help me. And so Nyaxia pops up and is like, oh, I remember you. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, my favorite.
Funsies. Last week was crazy. So she's like, okay, why did you call me here? And she's like, I want you to know that I have the blood of your former lover in my hands. And Nyaxia is pissed. And I think Simon like tries to walk up and Nyaxia is like, no. And Simon dies. Yeah. And so she was like, why would you present this to me? And she's like, I give this back to you, to who it belongs to. And I hope that you can create a bond with me in order to bring back Raihn. And she's like, no.
Yeah. She's like, you know, I really want to, but that's not my duty for the day.
And then Oraya tries to like reason with her, go like, don't you see that if Raihn and I are alive, we can erase the divide between the people. Like, that is what we're trying to look at, how our people are all fighting together. We can continue to run things like this if you just bring him back. And she's like, no, I'm not going to do this for you. And
she kind of alludes like you're praying to the wrong God.
Yeah. And then she's gone.
Yeah. And that's when she calls to the other God.
Aseha, and Aseha comes. And it's funny because Aseha comes and Oraya's like, you were the first God I prayed to. Literally.
Had nobody else in mind. I swear. No. Bible.
Yeah. So then she's like, my mom was an acolyte for you. She was top dog. She never left church. Always talking about you. Literally all the time. And my boy, he's dying. My husband's dying. And we want to change the world. We want everything to be better. And you just have to bring him back to me. And she was like, you know what? I do remember your mom. I do remember seeing her at church all the time. And I'm going to do you this solid. But just know that I'm going to bond both of you together. And Nyaxia is not going to like this. So don't forget that. And so then she does her little... And Rain's heart and Oraya's heart become like one heart, basically. And he wakes up and it's like,
again. Again.
I don't like dying.
This bitch keeps dying. I swear to God. How many deaths has he experienced now?
Every book. He's gonna die.
And even in the fucking interlude.
So he wakes up and he's like, oh fucking goddamn, that was scary. And realizes that he can now... It's like a weird connection where he feels very aware when Oraya is nearby. And she feels the exact same way. So then war is over. They go to the kingdom and they find Carissa. And Carissa is looking at them and he's like, oh shit. And
I never doubted you guys. Never, not once.
And Oraya, I know. That wasn't poison. Wait. Oh, I see.
This is so embarrassing.
Wait, I see why you're mad at me.
I can't read it.
I know. No, I was giving you...
De manzanilla.
Oh, I thought it was that. Poison's not there. Oh my God, I'm so embarrassed. But Oraya's like, I bet you feel like you picked the wrong side, don't you? And he's like,
starts crying.
No, but I always cheered for you two.
Yeah.
I always thought you two would make it.
Yeah.
So he is banished to the prison that's in the cellars or whatever until he's useful.
Yeah, because they did think about killing him, but Raihn was like, no, that'd be too easy.
And so then they're on the search for Septimus, who is still looking for the parts of Nyaxia's late husband. But I really like the end where it's now Oraya and Raihn running the kingdom, and they're having another party because why not?
Because they love hosting,
and the party's kind of slay. The party's kind of fireball, fucking wedding part 2.
They didn't get to finish it. That's why.
So they're having their second party, and one part of the party, Oraya and Raihn have to sacrifice an animal and leave it for Nyaxia to take. And she actually does take it. So they're just standing hand in hand looking at this animal. Fucking 10 minutes pass and they're like,
please, dear God, please. Oh, yeah, they were nervous. They were like, oh, my God, what if she doesn't take this? And then what?
And then she does. But they're like, oh, shit, she's pissed at us. And I don't remember how this book ends.
And they live happily.
Oh, and Oraya finally says, I love you too, bitch. I ain't ever stopped loving you.
I never stopped loving you, bitch. Oh, they were in the human world.
They were drinking beer. They were looking at the sun. You remember? And Raihn wanted to keep looking at it, but Oraya was like, you need to stand in the shade. And she's like, well, he says, well, can you stand out there? And I want to see if I could feel it. And so she stands in the sun and it's like hitting her face. And he's looking right at her and says, yes, I think I can feel it now. I let my eyelids flutter close, let myself be surrounded by him as he kissed the dawn off my skin, my husband, my ally, my lover, facing a new day beside me. And as the golden sun crested the horizon, as a new year broke, as his lips found mine, my answer rose to the surface of my skin like the moon rising in the night sky. And not a single part of me doubted it as I whispered it into his kiss. I feel it too. And war
is over.
War is over. War is over.
Oh my God, look.
I know, I just read that too.
Book 3 will be coming in spring, summer 2024. It better be spring because
I feel like if it comes out, I'm going to guess April.
May.
There's a lot of things. You know what else comes out April? My Heavenly Tyrant.
Oh, yeah.
That comes out April.
Really?
And then February is Tahere Mafi's book.
Oh,
yeah, there's a lot of good books coming out soon.
I'm so excited. What a journey. Oh, my God.
Dude.
The book was so long. Like, so much was happening.
Had we read this 2 or 3 weeks before the end of the year, this would have been my book of the year.
This one? Really?
I love this book.
No way. I'm sad. More than Angels Before Man.
Dude,
Look at me. Look at me.
Bale is so important to me.
He's not even the main character in this book.
And I love Raihn. I love the slow burn. This is the shit I wanted. You know what? You killed my dad. But who hasn't killed a father once or twice?
Once or twice.
Allegedly in Minecraft. But like, I love them so much. You're not telling me, do you love this book?
Yeah, I did really love this book. I'm just surprised that you're saying it. You love it more than Angels Before Man.
I love Angels Before Man.
You do.
You know I do. But this book is so good. Okay.
The slow burn was the best part. Okay.
I'm going to braid your hair.
Okay.
Let's talk theories.
Oh, okay. Let's talk. I have no idea. You know what's funny? Okay, I thought the ending was good. I didn't see another one coming. And then I forgot about Septimus, honestly.
He's gone.
He's gone.
Bitch is gone. Like, I don't think we should worry about him. What is he going to do?
What if he's the big bad of the next
baddie?
Yeah, the baddie.
What if they kill Lilith?
Don't even say that to me right now.
I love that she was just there and vibing. She's like, yeah, I'm just married to this beautiful man.
You know, it's so funny because for a while there, I was like, where's Lilith? Like, when they would be, like, in these meetings.
Yeah.
Like, where's my girl? Why isn't she here, a part of this? Now they're going to reign together. So I'm assuming that they're going to have pushback between, like, I don't know. I'll be honest, I have no idea.
If they find these parts of the god, Lilith could do her science shit. Vale, general, along with Jasmine. I love that they have that, like, you know what? We're both generals.
Yeah.
Let's fuck shit up.
Mm-hmm.
Along with those 2 human generals now, too.
Mm-hmm.
And then I think now that Oraya is more in it, more shit's gonna get done.
Wait, so is it confirmed that her mom died?
Yeah, her mom's dead.
How did she die? I don't remember.
She was just dead. When that town got destroyed, she was part of it. Yeah, along with her other husband, her side piece.
That's why Vincent was pissed. And can you blame him?
Yeah.
Well, I really want a book about Vincent, though. Like, I would want.
That's what I would want if they did like a 0.5 again.
I really want that. Like, I want to see his story with
Vincent and Alana Del Rey. Yeah. Will you still love me
when I'm no longer
young and beautiful? Wait, but is Oraya still aging?
That's what I was thinking too. I don't think so.
Or is it like Taylor Lautner in Twilight, where it's like, no, I only age like, depending on my girl.
Yeah. I think honestly, I think it's the same way. So I think she's aging at the rate that Raihn is, which is not at all.
Supple bitch. Look at me.
I think that question will be answered in the next book.
Now that their hearts are connected, I don't think she could die without him dying.
Yeah.
An other way.
Yeah. Yeah, that's like perfect. That'd be really sad because this bitch keeps dying.
I understand. She has a lot of trauma, okay? But this bitch has died twice.
3.
Okay.
The first time when he was human. And turned into vampire. The trials.
Yeah.
And then this time with Simon.
Oh my god. I'd be so fucking... The fucking next book is gonna come out and it's gonna be like a death. Like he could see it coming and he's like...
He's just like, all right,
go ahead. Damn.
Yeah, he's...
you know what's something we didn't talk about?
What?
I really liked when Oraya blew up at him and was like, don't you realize that although I lost my dad that day and you made him into fucking tacos, although that
he
shit
did
happened,
not make him into tacos.
Although that shit happened, I also killed the person I loved most.
Oh, yeah. That part was really sad.
And he was like, oh, shit.
I didn't even think about it like that.
Babe, what?
No.
Wait.
Who did you do that for? Bully?
Jared. Babe.
Oh, my God. I really like that part, though, when she finally, like, blew up on him. Over, the trauma of having killed him, pretty much, because that's so true.
The spice was A+.
The slow burn was A+. Oh my god, it gives me Bridge Kingdom vibes with how slow that slow burn was. Dude,
like I'm saying, it was fucking warm at the beginning, and then burning hot at the end. As much as I love Savage and the Swan, I know you don't want to talk about it.
Oh my god, why do you always bring it up?
This is what I wish it would have been with killing your dad.
Stop it.
It's like, yeah, you killed my dad, but you're kind of slay.
Yeah, you're kind of hot, so it's fine.
I get it. No, like, I get it, though. Like, I was kind of annoyed with him, too. Yeah, let me see my house.
I feel like that dad wasn't even that bad, though.
I hope that Raihn's room, his apartment, gets an upgrade. Like,
maybe another lamp, like a tall lamp.
Babe, I got a table, but it only has one chair. Just so you know.
And it's like the chair's like falling apart.
It's like one of the foldable ones.
Oh my god, those are so
got that shit on sale, babe.
Remember when we used those chairs?
Oh my god, that sucked.
It was so uncomfortable.
We were like
sliding off that shit.
Yeah. Oh my god.
Anything else you want to bring up?
I'm really excited for book 3. We need to meet her.
I want to meet her so bad.
What would you say? Okay, right now.
Okay.
I'm Carissa, writing the next masterpiece.
Slay Queen.
Yes, bitch.
I have no idea. It was kind of like when we were gonna meet the Hinamafi, and you kept asking me like, "What are you gonna say? What are you gonna say?" And I was like, "I have no idea."
Mm-hmm. And you complimented Shatter Me, and I complimented This Woven Kingdom, and then you turned back around. Oh yeah, that book was Slay too.
Oh yeah, I literally forgot about This Woven Kingdom.
Yeah.
Because I don't think I had. Did I have that one?
You did, but you were really into Shatter Me, and I didn't read any of those books at that time.
Yeah.
So, yeah, you were there with a goal.
Yeah, I was like, remember that girl who took like her whole fucking batch? Anyway, we're not talking about Shatter Me, but I would love to meet Carissa.
I would tell her
Broadbent.
she's wrecked me.
Yeah, and that's it.
Yeah, you've wrecked me.
You wrecked me.
Good job, Queen.
you
Keep
would
playing.
you would probably be like, yeah, Vale's theme song is Fireball.
Yeah.
She wouldn't get it.
She wouldn't get it. I don't.
It's because we call him
You know
Vale.
what's funny? I hope one day we can meet Carissa. I would never want to tell her that we did a podcast episode about
I
her.
would. I'd be like,
Would
here.
you?
Yeah.
Here's our card. I'm sorry for what we.
I'm sorry.
I know it's a serious book.
I'm sorry for treating it like a fucking comedy.
Fireball.
She's gonna be like, I put all of that raw emotion for these bitches to laugh.
I know. I had to go to therapy because of my own words. These bitches keep singing Fireball.
What if she hates us? Wait, now I'm nervous. No, Carissa gives me the vibe that she gets
She looks
it.
like she's down.
She looks like she's funny, you know?
How old is she?
No idea. Let's see.
I hope she blows up.
Well, the
Pass.
serpent one was kind of blowing up.
Why does no one talk about the second one?
I have no idea.
Oh my god, wait, I'm gonna join her newsletter.
Oh my god, this is serious.
I'm gonna join her newsletter with my work email. What? Oh my god, but that's in Brooklyn. Wait, are you
Hear
down?
me out. Brooklyn is not that far.
Wait, I'm so down, dude.
I really want to read her other series. Get signed books on Etsy. Fuck yes.
Can you put me in there? Can you get one for me?
Oh, there's none. Don't worry. I'll be opening up again in 2023. Girl, 2023 is over.
And we're waiting, bitch. Queen. The last thing she wrote was in 2022. And no one left comments. Bitch, I would leave comments.
Leave a comment down.
Wait, the serpent and the eyes of night. Isn't it the serpent and the wings of night?
Maybe that's the next one.
Don't say that to me, because I will cry.
I'm going to join her Facebook reader group. Hey, guys.
For Crowns of Nyaxia, it's the serpent, 6 scorched roses, the ashes, and slaying the vampire conqueror.
What the fuck?
Why is that part of that?
Wait, it's not.
Why is that in there? It's a standalone fantasy romance set in the world of Crowns of Nyaxia.
Don't make me cry right now. I'm going to cry.
Should we read it?
Well, yeah, I'll be, but like I'm so fucking
So now that Carissa's our best friend,
sad. She doesn't even fucking know us.
what do we do? I'm nervous now.
I'm nervous. I'm nervous that she's gonna like not like me. How do we act?
Wait, I'm nervous.
I need to find her Facebook reader group. I don't even really use Facebook.
Is this her?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, you're already following her.
You already following her.
None of my friends follow her. I just expected better. No, see, yeah, it's up there too. There she is. Slay.
I like the cover. It's really nice.
Hey, my sister has that one, but you know what? I'm just gonna take it from her.
Do it.
Oh my god, I love these books.
Yeah,
She's got me.
Yeah, I definitely love Carissa. Like, I feel like she's becoming one of my fave authors.
Dude.
Like, she does romantic fantasy in the way that I love.
I never figured out how old she was.
Are you a reader of Carissa's books? Yes, I'm obsessed.
Do you want to go? How far is Brooklyn from here?
Oh my god!
If we walked.
If I start now, when do I get there?
I think we'd have to start walking today. So if you and I
if we walked.
If we okay, yeah, I'll switch it.
Wait, what?
That's if we're gonna walk it.
What the fuck? Walking is not available because bitch, you're
Flying.
crazy.
Want to cycle?
That's probably not available either.
Okay.
13 days? Is that 13 days nonstop?
We have like a 2-person bike. Anything for you. Oh my gosh. We could do this. Are you kidding me? Okay. If we transited it to the transit. Bus after bus. Oh my god, we'd have to take 3 days worth of buses. God damn.
We're not going over there.
What if we did though?
It already passed.
We could still go there maybe.
It already passed. It was on this.
Don't say that. Oh my god, I need to go to work.
Oh yeah, shit. Okay. Final thoughts. You gave it a 5.
5. If I could give it higher, 6. I love this book. I hope.
Sorry.
It's weird to me that I have to go back to work knowing that I read this.
Yeah, knowing that I have to go back to my normal life.
Talk about it? Why is it a crime? You know? All I want to do is talk about this book. I hope you add songs to my playlist. I kind of want to go for like a Latina vibe.
Okay.
If that's okay with you.
Okay, I'll try.
I put some English songs in there. There's only 3. So don't judge me.
I'm excited to go through the songs though.
Inside me. Oh my gosh. But I love this book.
I'm obsessed with this world that Carissa built. I would also give it a 5 out of 5. I think.
Would this have been your book of the year? If you read the second one, because you picked Bridge Kingdom.
I read this year.
Interesting.
Oh.
Well, book 3 is coming out soon.
So we'll see how I feel.
It's weird now being this deep into the podcast and waiting for books to come out.
I know. I'm so excited.
I just thought they were always out. I just thought they were there.
I thought they were waiting for me to read them. But now we have to wait.
Oh my God. Thank you, everyone who's listening in audio form, whether that be Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Amazon Music, or anywhere you get your podcasts on. It means so much. Thank you. If you can, please leave a rating of 5 stars and a review recommending us another book that gives the same vibes. I want to read another one that's going to wreck me. If you want to support us and you have a little bit of extra money, what can they do?
So we do have a Patreon, and at the moment it doesn't have a whole lot in there, but it really just serves as a way for our listeners to let us know that you really enjoy what we do here. You can find us on patreon.com/bookfix, or if you don't want the commitment of monthly, you can also find us on Ko-fi, which is ko-fi.com/thebookfix, or buymeacoffee.com/thebookfix.
If you are watching us on YouTube, thank you so much. If you can like, comment, subscribe, and hit that notification bell because we post every Tuesday and Thursday. If you want to support us on social media, go ahead and visit our Instagram at the BookFixPod, THEBOOKFIXPOD, and TikTok at the BookFix, THEBOOKFIX. Thank you. So we're going to go ahead and... Why are you crying?
Okay, Carissa commented, I need to read this to you, girl.
Okay, about her book?
We're about to cry.
Okay.
She wrote, it is release day. It's honestly a bit surreal. This was one of the hardest books I've ever written for a number of reasons, from health issues to deadline stress. But the biggest of which was that I was so desperately wanted to make sure that it was Oraya's story, justice for the totally unexpected and huge number of readers who connected with her in book 1. It was a very difficult road, but ultimately I feel really proud of where the story ended up. I hope you absolutely love it. While The Ashes and the Star-Cursed King is the end of Oraya and Raihn's core story, wrapping up the Nightborn duet, there are still 6 books total in the core Crowns of Nyaxis series. With book 3, we'll be moving to a new spotlight character and spending more time in the House of Shadow. More news on this coming very soon. In the nearer term, Slaying the Vampire Conqueror, a standalone full-length novel in the Crowns of Nyaxia world, is coming in just 2 weeks if you need to ease your book hangover, but I'll save all that rambling for another time. In the meantime, I hope you absolutely love this book, friends. I put my heart and soul into it, and I hope it shows. Thank you for taking this wild ride with me. So, Raihn and Oraya is pretty much wrapped up. Oh my God.
At least Raihn will die no longer.
Thank God. Ugh, okay, I want to do the 5-star this time. Okay, I'll do Amen since we did her last time. She gave a 5 out of 5 and wrote, lives were changed and people died. The author had one chance and a dream. Okay, so why did finishing this entire series feel like waking up from a dream in which you lived a totally different life to wake up and realize not one bit of it was real? I self-inserted myself into the world, these characters, to the point that my day-to-day lingo was switching up. I'm not the same as I once was. The ache and deep void I feel makes me want to light myself up on fire. Oraya, literally the baddest queen this realm has ever seen. The way she grows into herself, realizes how strong she always was, the way she's always surprising me and keeping me on my toes, literally a fucking genius. The way she's healing and recovering from the truths that come from her father, her past, the girl she once was. Who's cutting the fucking onions? The way she so effortlessly has Raihn on his knees, emotionally and physically. She could slit my throat and I'd say thank you. She's my favorite character in this whole universe because green eggs and damn. Raihn, goddamn, the turnaround this man made on me. I love that he was a full-fledged character that had a personality outside of being obsessed with Oraya. This man had me in a headlock. We get more of his past in this book and character development / growth. The way he literally begs for Oraya, it's like nothing I've ever read before. He's so submissive. Oh my god. All around the babiest baby girl of all time. Oh my god. Yeah, it keeps going, but I'll stop there.
Damn, I agree. This comes from Murpha, who gave it a 1 out of 5. I read this series because everyone else is reading it. I am so ashamed of myself for not DNFing this. If I hear, there she is, one more time, I'm going to throw myself at the wall. And don't even get me started on the whole Vincent is evil stuff. They could have made literally anyone else the villain, but no, it had to be Vincent. There's no chemistry whatsoever between the main characters. I hated this series so much and a lot more than that. I don't know why everyone else loved these books so much. Like, did we read the same book? Did I somehow get the same book from another dimension? In short, this book sucks. I just finished the book an hour ago, and all I can hear in my head is "War is over" from the viral Christmas song. Anyways, just do yourself a favor and don't go into this book with so much expectations.
Thank you for listening. We'll see you next time. Bye.
Bye.
I also had "War is over" in
But
my
for
head.
a different reason.
I was like,
"War is over." Okay. What song are we adding on the playlist? Go. You gotta put one and I gotta put one. Shit. Vampire by Olivia Rodrigo.
okay.
Yes? Is that the vibe?
Is it?
I don't know.
It's just sad now. Oh, are we going for sad vibes?
No, I'm going for them vibes, which apparently they're sad. I thought this was a comedy. I'm guessing vampire. Oh my god. You're just gonna get all the songs I love. I'm putting Vampire by Olivia Rodrigo and Superpowers by Daniel Caesar. Both really good songs. Thank you. I'm really scared right now. Thank you.
I think I would pick Survival by Muse.
You weren't meant to see that by the rare occasions. Have you heard that song?
No.
Rare occasions.
Wait, did you add me?
Muse song? Yeah, I did.
Survival.
Oh, yes.
I have to think about this more.
That one song that Muse did that was on Twilight. Thank you. Song that was on Twilight?
I mean, I believe you.
That's my monkey man. I hated that she said,